Today, we're not really going to be playing Fortnite, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be telling you guys the Fortnite storyline. I'm going to be doing two parts to this, and so we got Season 1 through Season X. That's what we're going to be going through today. So I guess you could go ahead and get started with Season 1. So Season 1 through 3 was basically like an introduction to Fortnite. Season 1, it was, oh my god, I can't speak. Genuinely, there's no battle pass. There wasn't really anything. Battle Royale is actually made by Save the World, and it all started out in Season 1. Season 2 is the first battle pass we had, and it was like kind of like night theme. Like it had like the Black Knight, and then it also had like that Blue Knight sort of. It had a lot of knights in it. Let's just go ahead and say. Season 3, I don't 100% remember what was in that battle pass. I know Season 4 was superheroes, but we're not there yet. So Season 3, it was so Season 1 through 3 was basically an introduction to Fortnite. And there wasn't a whole massive follow-up for those. But in Season 3, though, there was what looked to be a comet in the sky. Everyone was starting to speculate that Tilted Towers was just going to get absolutely obliterated because of stuff around there, but it didn't get obliterated until much later. Season 4 started out with a meteor hitting the island. Eventually, and in the meteorite came down. So okay, I need to restart. So a meteorite in Season 4, a meteorite came down onto the Fortnite island that was up in the sky. In Season 3, they had small comets that kept hitting the island, but then eventually it was basically like the current mothership, but instead of a mothership being a mother meteor. So let's just call it the mother meteor. It crashed onto the island. If I'm trying to find the I don't actually think it was in this season. It was like somewhere like right there, I think. Yeah, because there's the current meteor. Yeah, it got patched up, but it was like somewhere in that area right there. That's where the meteorite basically struck, and it came off of Risky Reels, which was replaced by the block, which is right there now. And then let's move on to Season 5. Season 5 was the season called Worlds Collide. Starting out with Fortnite was actually putting things around the world, like for example, a llama coming out of a telephone booth, like those ones you see in London. And then they also they had the Durr Burger because it got crossed over into the real world, but then back in. But then for some reason in real life, where that desert and stuff is all filmed, they kept it there for the Worlds Collide season. Eventually, after that season, though, I think they took everything up and stuff, and everyone was clickbaiting about llamas falling out of the sky, even though it made sense because it kind of fit the season. But with also in Worlds Collide in Season 5, up here in this area by Paradise Palms, also was added that season, they something that was known as Kevin showed up. And Kevin was a cube of energy. And, well, let me just point out the origin for Kevin didn't go too well. He went scattered around the map. I think I don't know where 100% he went on this map. He like went around there, kind of like through like this was Wailing Woods that season, I think. And then it finally came to its end, and then it like went around here, like around Tilted. Then I know it showed up here, and ended here. And then eventually it fell into Loot Lake. And basically that season had 2 live events. Kevin, the Sugar Cube Kevin event where he sunk into the lake and made the entire lake Kevin, and you could actually bounce up and off, like up and down off and on the lake, which is pretty sweet. I didn't get to play any of this, but ignore how I know all this because I might watch YouTube a little bit too much. Please, I'm a YouTuber. You should expect me to watch YouTube. But with Kevin the Cube going, that brings us to the next season, Season 6. Now, season 6 was called Darkness Rises. Why was it called Darkness Rises? Because literally something rose. Because we can kind of see the craters in Loot Lake, because I guess most of this was around Loot Lake. Battle bus coming into the island, and I think it crashed somewhere, like there or somewhere on the island. Get out of here, season 1. We don't want you anymore. We're here to this map now. This is where I'm showing off everything. So yeah, there's basically when it says Darkness Rises, they literally meant Darkness Rises. Like so you know how Kevin the Cube dissolved into the lake in season 5? No, okay, so we're not talking about season 5. I don't know why that showed up. But with season 5, since Kevin the Cube sunk into Loot Lake, it actually didn't dissolve like I just mentioned, which is surprising. And also, guys, I'm not really gonna bring up any live events unless they're storyline related, except like the Kevin the Cube stuff. But back to what I was saying. So Kevin the Cube actually went under an island that was now replaced with like the 0 point and stuff like right there, and it like rose out of the ground now, and it basically stayed there until the butterfly event, which really all it did was it brought you into okay, wait, hold up. It brought you into the butterfly dimension, which I don't think was actually called that. I'm pretty sure it's called the in-between. And the in-between is basically between, like, I really don't, like, time and space, I guess? Yeah, time and space. It's basically like the holder of time and space, kind of with the 0 point and stuff. Sort of like that. And you got TP'd there for a minute, and then once you showed back up on the Fortnite island, Kevin was destroyed. This live event was also kind of leaked in the trailer for season 6, because it showed Deadeye looking out the window as the event happened. Also, zombies did come onto the island. So it's a pretty good season for Fortnite. Season 7 was when, thanks Arrow, this entire area kind of showed up on the island, all this ice area. I think the desert area was long there since season 5, but then this was added to show the Ice King, which, I think he went out of Polar Peak, which is somewhere, like, right there. That's where the Ice King was, and if you went in there, I think there was, like, what they called, what was his name? Crap, I forgot the name of that guy. The Prisoner, that's what it was, the Prisoner. The Prisoner was stuck in there, but then he got released in season 8. That season, the Storm King for its live event actually made the entire map turn to ice, but that was limited time just there for like a day. Plus, they also had like ice zombies and stuff. But the live event I've heard wasn't really that good. All it really had was the Storm King in like a ball, but yeah, that season wasn't the best. But if I was like rating it and stuff, which I might do in a coming up video, I actually genuinely feel like that if I rated it, it would definitely go up a lot more than I would rank it, because they also had the Marshmallow concert, the first Fortnite concert that also kind of kick-started the Icon series. And like Marshmallow was the first Icon skin, I think, followed by like Major Lazer in season 9. But he had a concert at that time, and this is at that time specifically. It actually was the most viewed event in like history. It's the most viewed concert. Sorry, the most viewed concert in I think it was either in the world or just in gaming history. It's one or the other. With I think about like 17 million people. I think there's about a million people or around 700,000 to a million people present, and then everyone live streaming it also, and people are live there watching it. Rounded up to about like 16 or 17 million. and yet the population of it is of the people who saw it. I don't know. That was weird how I said that. Is still going up because people are rewatching the Marshmallow event, but it's died down a lot now with the live events and stuff that are now happening. But then season 8, actually, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. So season 8 kickstarted with a volcano rising on the island and also the show up of Lazy Lagoon, which was there with the volcano. Those two came up. There's like a ship there, and the volcano actually came up because that's where the prisoner was. I'm pretty sure in season 7, before the event, Walling Woods or Wailing Woods, you can actually kind of see it on the season 1 map right here with like that little hedge fort and stuff. That place actually got burned down, not as a live event, and came up right here. I know this season actually had 2 live events. One was kind of secretive. Not a lot of people actually were live to see it because it didn't have a timer. Not really a lot of it. But it was actually kind of like, I guess, kind of like an earthquake at Tilted. Tilted didn't actually fully get destroyed, but one specific unlucky building did that also got hit by the cube, I think. And something else happened to it. And then this is like the next thing to happen to it, where a crack went right through the building and demolished it, and plus the only other thing it really hit was the roads and sidewalks. So it didn't do a lot of actual damage to Tilted other than one thing. But then they also had the Unvaulting event, which was right here before the 0 point was there. They had also ruin stones, which showed that you were at Salty Springs. Sorry, I forgot the name for a second. Which I don't actually know where it is on this map. But yeah, and also in season 8, since with the unvaulting event, once you got out, well, guess what? Oh! The volcano is erupting, and then its first hit was, I think, at no, sorry. The first hit was at Polar Peak, which will actually be brought up in season 9. But it also hit Retail Row, and then, well, one was kind of going toward Tilted, but then it split up into like 4, I think, and then totally wrecked it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future. So this season was all futuristic themed. Because of since in the trailer, Jonesy and Peely both went into this bunker that wasn't actually on the map, but they went into it and they were in there for a long time waiting for the aftermath of the volcano to be over, even though it finished way beforehand. Also, a new character is introduced called named Solicity, who was protecting the 0 point. She made sure that it was stable and nothing happened to the island. Well, I mean, spoiler alert, her plan kind of fails next season. But, so Neo Tilted was added into the game, as much as Mega Mall, was also added as like a futuristic mall combined with the Retail Row. They also added the addition of slipstreams, which can basically take you flying around the map. Also,